Hi, I'm Ben from livingkefir.com, and today I'm going to show you how to strain the kefir grains from the kefir that you fermented. Now, we have kefir here that's been fermenting for about 48 hours. You'll see here. Now, normally there's a bit of separation between the kefir curds and the whey, but I've given this a good vigorous shake because now I want to strain the grains out. So, if you want to strain the grains out, you need two things. First of all, of course, you need the kefir that's already been fermented, and you need a strainer. Now, it's very important that when you have a strainer, it's a plastic one. You don't want any sort of metal strainer. There's a number of strainers you'll find in the store that are metal, but do not use a metal strainer for the kefir because it interacts with the kefir. It's just not good. So plastic is the way to go. So the first process, I'm going to take my kefir, I'm going to take my strainer, like so. Now I'm going to pour the kefir into the strainer, just about halfway. Now you want to strain it into a container. I prefer plastic or glass. So see, once you pour it through, you just kind of give it a little swish like this. Just turn it, and you'll notice that the kefir comes out, leaving behind the grains. Now if it doesn't really fully go, now that these are some of the grains there, if the liquid doesn't fully go and it gets clumpy, you just turn it in a kind of a circular motion. Sometimes it helps to sort of drag the bottom like this, frees up the mesh so you can continue pouring. I like to fill the mesh strainer about half full so I can really sift it. If you fill it too full, it'll overflow and the kefir grains will actually dump into your filtered product. So a circular motion like this. Now you'll notice as you begin to strain all the liquid out, it gets very clumpy, and those will be the kefir grains that are left behind here. Now when I have the kefir grains, I'll put them in the jar with some fresh milk and start my kefir making process again. We've now just finished straining the kefir grains out of our finished product. So we have the kefir in our container. Now all that remains is to transfer our kefir into a glass container and put it in the fridge. Now this container is already full of kefir that I made previously, but I'm simply going to pour my kefir that I've just produced into the container. Now it's important to mention when you store your kefir, you want to put it into a glass container or a stainless steel container. You want a container that doesn't interact with the kefir. The easiest one is simply glass, so I highly recommend glass. And the kefir will ferment more when you put it into the fridge, so it just goes slowly. The longer you leave it into the fridge, the more sour your kefir will be. I personally find that when you put your kefir into the fridge for about 2 days, it does a nice second ferment and the taste kind of mellows out. So if your kefir is really sour at first, you just leave it in the fridge for a couple days, or simply you can actually take the kefir and leave it outside of the fridge for up to 2 or 3 days, and it does kind of a second ferment and the taste mellows down. That's everything for today. Oh, I'm going to take a nice sip of my new kefir and enjoy it. Delicious.